Good day and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing, as you probably know if you watch me and see this setup, Am I the Asshole? Woohoo! I've been so obsessed with watching it lately, and my boyfriend's like, you should do this, you should do this. I'm like, I will. And it's actually like really easy to set up. I just need to usually be alone because my boyfriend works from home a lot of the time. He's out and I got off work early, so I have the house to myself and I like just being loud and blah blah blahing my opinion all over the place. Although I've realized recently as I listen to all of these Am I the Asshole stuff, my take is so hot. I have the hottest of hot takes. Most of the time I don't agree with people. I'm like, am I a bitch? Am I an asshole? Let's find out. So grab your beverage of choice. Today I have a Diet A&W root beer. Oh yes, that tastes delicious. And we're just gonna go right on Reddit. I haven't looked at any of these, so I'm just gonna go based on what I deem to be great. This says the word sober, and I'm sober, so we're gonna start with that one. If you didn't know, I am 11 years sober, or I just don't drink alcohol anymore. Would I be the asshole for not canceling the open bar at my wedding to accommodate my sober friend? I always love to answer right away because usually people leave it and they're like, let's hear this guy out. I always want to answer like immediately just based on the title, and then we'll see if I change my mind. So immediately, would you be the asshole for not canceling the open bar to accommodate my sober friend? Okay, that says you're not, that sounds like you're not accommodating your sober friend. So, which I'm fine with, like not canceling the open bar. Yeah, you should have an open bar. Have an open bar. Your sober friend should be able to not drink at an open bar. And if they can't, you shouldn't be going to weddings yet because you're probably in early sobriety. But let's see what's going on. My 27 female wedding to my fiance, 28 male, is in 6 months. We're having a medium small wedding in my hometown, 80 people, and I couldn't be more excited to be marrying the love of my life with all of my family and friends with us. We aren't doing anything crazy at the wedding. It's going to be an outdoor venue with a buffet style food and an open bar, like a lot of weddings have. One of my friends has raised a problem with the open bar though. She, we'll call her C, is 6 months sober from alcohol. Early. She isn't by any means my closest friend and isn't in the bridal party, but I care about her and have been there for her through her recovery. She's an old friend from college who lives about 2 hours away from my hometown. I don't know everything about her recovery journey, but I know she lived in a sober living facility for around 2 months after she lost her job due to drinking on the job. She's doing really well from what I know. No relapses, goes to AA, and has found a new job. I invited C to my wedding 2 months ago, and she was so excited to come and celebrate with me and my college friend group. I didn't really think about the open bar when I invited her. For the wedding planning, I was mainly focused on the big picture, not individual concerns aside from allergies, and I lost my place, and things along those lines. I guess someone raised an issue with C coming to the wedding with my open bar because she called me last week and asked me if it was true that there would be an open bar. I said yes, and she blew up. It almost sounded like she was accusing me of trying to make her relapse, and I had no idea how to respond. Sorry, my watch is bleepity bleeping. Here we go again. That twas my boyfriend. Okay, let's biggity back it up here for a second. She blew up. It almost sounded like she was accusing me of trying to make her relapse, and I had no idea how to respond. I told her that I just didn't think about it in reference to her recovery, and I told her that I love her and I respect her recovery, and that I wouldn't be offended if she chose not to come to avoid being around people drinking. That wasn't a good enough solution for her. She said something along the lines of, well, can you get your deposit back? This caught me off guard, and I told her that I didn't think so. I said that I wouldn't be canceling the open bar at my wedding just so she could attend. I tried to give her other options like staying for the ceremony or even bringing her sponsor as a +1, which is, side note, very generous. But none of my options were adequate for her. Some of my friends are calling me the asshole, and some of them agree with me. My wedding is supposed to be about me and my fiance, and I hate feeling like an asshole for having the wedding that we want. So would I be the asshole for not canceling the open bar at my wedding so she can attend? Edit. I forgot to mention in this post this in the post and to see, but we have a few minors who will be coming, and we do have a mocktail menu planned. I'm going to call C later today and give her more suggestions. Thank you for all the upvotes and comments. I really appreciate all of the support. Edit 2. I called her. Long story short, she doesn't think she can attend the wedding and stay sober because she has fallen in love with my fiance. What? That took a wide turn. They've only hung out in group settings with me, aside from a hi on FaceTime or social media. Like, is there something else going on? Is this due to her recovery or mental state in some way? Safe to say she's uninvited, but what questions should I ask? My fiance denies leading her on in any way. What do I do? Oh my God. What a crazy, thing to happen. This was posted 15 hours ago by Crisper failed me. Well, before we get on the fallen in love with my fiance BS, because that's what it is, it's BS. No, you would not be the asshole if you had your open bar. It's your wedding. There's 79 other people there other than her. If she's 6 months sober and she can't be around alcohol, which is everywhere, especially I don't know where this is, but we're in Canada, but in the States, alcohol is literally everywhere. Grocery stores, gas stations, in my early sobriety, if alcohol was legitimately everywhere, it might have been a different story. I don't think so because I never ever relapsed, but might have been. But I worked at a restaurant and I immediately was surrounded by alcohol, but I went to AA every day for the first 2 years of my sobriety. And if it is so entitled to ask for someone to not have an open bar at their wedding because you don't drink, I'd be like, no, go fuck yourself. Absolutely not. If you can't do it, don't come. Don't come. Don't be there. This isn't about you. Your sobriety is more important. Stay at home. And okay, now let's move on to the fallen in love with her fiance. That sounds like total BS. She said, they've only hung out in group settings, said hi on FaceTime. Is something else going on? Yeah, something else is going on. If she's never met your fiance before, or if she's never met your fiance before, then there's no way that she's just in love with your fiance. That's so, unless she's weirdly obsessed for some reason, I mean, we all have those grade school obsessions. I was absolutely obsessed with Josh Hartnett, which most of you probably don't know who that is, except for my OGs. I was obsessed with Josh Hartnett, and so anywho, that might be what's going on here with the fallen in love with her fiance, or she's just making an excuse to not go, or maybe she really does think that she's fallen in love with her fiance, but I doubt it. Let's see the comments. As I listen to more Am I the Asshole, I like reading comments more. So I don't really know how you figure out the top comment. So is the top comment literally on the top? I bet it is. Not the asshole. I'm sober. I hate alcohol and I hate open bars. But for better or for worse, we live in a society where alcohol is normal and most people have a pretty normal relationship with alcohol, and it's normal to drink at weddings. It's understandable your friend would have had strong emotions about this. It sounds like her addiction was severe, but this is going to have to be one of those hard learning edges for her, unfortunately, since we live in a culture where alcohol is omnipresent. Good job. I am Coco. People's names are so funny. Mine's just, I think, Lola Bonita _22. Follow me. I think your ideas of bringing a sponsor or just going to the ceremony are to be commended. I hope that you can somehow work with her on this, even though she's not a close friend. Yes, she's being ridiculous, but sometimes that's how it is when you quit drinking. That's true. That's something to be said. We don't know, they're around 28. I got sober when I was 25, and there's a lot of shit to unravel. The minute you get sober, you have people to apologize to, you have trauma to deal with, you have shit to unravel. So maybe this is just her unraveling. But sometimes that's how it is when you quit drinking. I hope that you can figure out a way to include her or to let her know that it's okay to put her recovery first and sit the wedding out. Good job. Okay, let's see what else. Alcoholics in the family, and somehow, don't ask me how, they all manage to attend celebrations held at restaurants that serve fire water. And sometimes there's even wine on the table, not the asshole. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just something as an alcoholic, you just have to learn to deal with. Like, you just have to learn to be around alcohol without drinking it. And don't get me wrong, like sometimes, I mean, I'm 11 years sober, but sometimes I want to drink. I think when I'm like 80, I'm going to start drinking again because fuck it at 80. But at this point in time, like I don't really crave it. Like I'm not drawn to it. Sometimes, like if I'm at like a bachelorette party and everyone is toasting, you know, a shot or something, I'll be like, aw. Or sometimes, you know, if I'm at a wedding and they're cheersing with Prosecco, I'm like, aw, but I will never go back, right? All right, I had to quit drinking because of another comment. I had to quit drinking because of a medication I take and I hate it. I love wine and it's hard to watch other people enjoying it. That being said, I don't expect anyone else to avoid alcohol at a celebration just because I can't. I'm a grown woman and handle my own body. I get being sober is extremely hard for some people, but skipping the reception or bringing a sponsor is an appropriate response. Yeah, fucking commendable for that woman to say, bring your sponsor as a +1. Like, that was so nice. Like, good for her. I would not. I got married when I am divorced now, obviously, but I'll remarry. Isn't my hair nice? Sorry guys, I'm just manically, I haven't seen my hair in this light since I dyed it. It looks so pretty. Ian and I will get married again at some point in time, not again. Sometimes it's hard to like explain that because I don't know who's watching. I'm like, do you know me? Is this your first time ever watching me? Do you understand my history? Check out my Instagram, LolaBonita22, to get all the juicy tea on me. Moving right along, shall we? This one had the word dog in it, and I love dogs, so we're gonna do that. Oh, it's short. Oh, I didn't use my gavel. I always forget about my gavel. OP, last time you are not the asshole. Always in a British accent. I'm not sure why. And I actually need to work on it a little bit more. My boyfriend is from Lytham St. Anne's and has quite the posh accent, and mine always goes really posh, but I'd like to like keep it a little bit level. Am I the asshole for avoiding dinners at my sister's house over her dog? All right, let's go back. My wife and I don't care for dogs at all. Oh. Okay, moving right along. My sister has a husky. It's well behaved, I guess. Ever since my sister bought her house, she has been a part of the Sunday dinner rotation in my family. We've started skipping the Sunday dinners at her house. Initially, we didn't give a reason and usually went to my wife's family that day, but my sister's noticed that every time it's at her house, we skip. To be frank, we just don't want to be around the dog. It sheds a lot. We've asked her to put it in another room. She said no, citing it's her dog's house too and it's family. I just dropped it after the initial ask. I would just tell her that we were going to my in-laws. Recently, after a recent no, she pressed as to why. I told her why. It's her dog. She didn't take it well and called me an asshole. Said I was a bad family member. I told her I'm not going to choose to be around dogs. I've got better things to do. Now I'm hearing it from the rest of my family that I'm an asshole. She wants me to respect her dog, which is a bonkers perspective. Am I the asshole? I love and hate the way this guy writes. Like, it's so, you can like hear his voice. Like, it's so like individual and characteristic, right? So am I the asshole for avoiding dinners at my sister's house over her dog? No, you're not. I love dogs. I think it's weird, right, that you don't love dogs. Who wouldn't love dogs? That seems weird to me. But I mean, you asked to like for her to like put her dog in another room, and she said no. So instead of you pushing it and being like, get rid of your dog, I don't want your dog around, you just were like, okay, I'm gonna excavate myself from the situation, which is the only fair thing to do. If you had written in and been like, am I the asshole for forcing my sister to leave her dog in the backyard, you'd be like, yeah, because it is that dog's house, you know? So I think it's so funny the way this guy writes. He was like, she said I was a bad family member. And I can just hear like the dog owner like, bad family member, bad family member. He's so funny. I told her I'm not going to choose between choose to be around dogs. I've got better things to do. She wants me to respect her dog, which is a bonkers perspective. I think that he doesn't have to respect her dog if he doesn't like dogs. He can respect her house and not show up because her dog's there, which is exactly what he's doing. So although he may not be likable because he doesn't like his dog, it's like someone's being like, I don't like babies, or I don't like freaking candy or chocolate. You know, people are like, what? What's wrong with you? But I mean, what can you do? So not the asshole. Let's read some comments. The top comment from Snossage Fest. That sounds like a dog lover. I cannot believe I have to say this. Dogs are not people. Rule 1 does not apply. A tech ID is not people. Dogs are not people. I openly love dogs. You can see what's pinned to my profile. Any subsequent reports disparaging dogs under Rule 1 will be reported for abuse. What? What's going on? Grow a thicker skin. I can go tell my dog she's an asshole and she'll still dance and present me with a toy when I get home from a 15-minute errand. Calm down. Truly, all of you in this thread, calm down. That was the top comment, and that had nothing to do with the actual am I the asshole thing. So let's scroll. Let's scroll a little. Not the asshole. You are allowed to not like dogs, and you're allowed to condition your family visits around that. Your family is also allowed to not like your decision and to be hurt and disappointed and upset that you won't visit them because of your personal preferences. Calling you names over it was over the line, though. Is there a reason behind your dislike of dogs? Trauma? Allergy? I agree. Calling him an asshole because of it, like, he did the only thing that he could do, which was not be there, not associate. Like, people would... Oh, is that my boyfriend? That's my boyfriend, guys. It's my boyfriend. I can hear it. Guys, that was scary. It wasn't my boyfriend. Someone tried to open the door. It's Friday night. It's probably just a drunk person. We have 2 bolts and a fucking deadlock, so we're good. We're good. Okay, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Someone wrote, honestly, I don't really care why someone doesn't like dogs. I love dogs, and I would lock them in a bedroom for an evening if someone asked. The dog will be fine. They'll go to sleep or just wait. I'm assuming the dog gets plenty of attention since the owner is so adamant about her. Not everyone loves your dog. It's perfectly fine to put your dog away for guests. I agree. Like, one of Ian's clients, Ian is a dialect and accent coach, and we have clients over here because we have a studio in our other room. And one of our clients is allergic to cats. So we vacuum and put our cats away when she's coming over, which is a lot of work, but like, that's what you do, right? Although that's an allergy, so. Next. This one's interesting. OP is complaining about dog hair as well. I think that they don't want to be in a home that has a dog, whether the dog is present or not. My dad was like that. He didn't believe animals belonged inside of homes. He believed homes with indoor pets were filthy. He would not sit down in my home and he would not eat there. Well, that's trauma. Not the asshole for having an opinion. We all have our hang-ups, but it absolutely comes off as insulting when someone acts like you and your home are too filthy to visit and eat at. This is where a little white lie, like having developed an allergy, would have been a more tactful way to address the issue. OP, you're the asshole for making it about the dog and your sister when this is really a you problem. I disagree with that comment. I don't think he did make it about his sister. I think he did make it about the dog, which is the problem. And do you know what? I've had 3 dogs in my life, and I have 2 cats now and will probably own another dog. And I hate hair all over the place. I hate cat hair. I hate dog hair. I vacuum. We have a air purifier. We have a filter. We have all the things. Vacuum all the time. Use that little friggin' birdie brush on the couch. And I have been to people's houses that have like an obscene amount of animal hair around, and I'm grossed out. I'm like, ew, no thank you. I don't want to do that. And I think that person is talking from their past shit. They said that their dad would not eat at their house. Like, that's... I would eat almost anywhere. I love food. Okay, we're moving on from that. Next. All right, a room, Magoo. We are moving right along. Tickety boo, tickety boo. I'm sorry for the hold up. You know, I keep wanting to like middle part this mammer jammer, but maybe we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. It's hard to like pay attention. I'm distracted by my beautiful face in the monitor. I don't know how you guys do it all the time. God. Am I the asshole for saying that I won't help with my future niece and nephew? I, 23 female, live at home with my parents, both in their 50s. My brother, 19 male, and his girlfriend, 19 male, very young. I work as a night nurse for newborns. Wow, a night nurse at 23. Can't imagine that job. Getting babies on a feeding, sleep schedule while also working with new moms to help them with the process and being there for them. My brother just told the family his girlfriend is 3 months pregnant and they are keeping it. Wow, 19. My brother and I are not close. Him and his girlfriend do not speak to me. Wow, they live in the same house and they don't speak to her. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep my comments till the end. I just have to like comment on it as I go along. I tried being nice at first, but it was just so awkward, always initiating conversations that they clearly didn't want to have. So I just stopped trying to talk to them, and obviously, they don't speak to me. When talking about the changes in the house that baby will bring, my parents started talking about how I can help my brother and his girlfriend with their baby. I told them no. Neither one of them even speak to me. I could be glued to the house and not be acknowledged. Why would I help them? My parents told me that they could really use my experience and how when the baby gets closer to being born, they'll realize they need me and start talking to me. I told them I don't want them to start speaking to me just because they need me, and respectfully, I will not be giving them free services I get paid $35 an hour to do. My parents are calling me an asshole and saying I should try and work something out with my brother because he's so overwhelmed with the fact that he's about to be a parent and his girlfriend is super vulnerable right now and I should just be the bigger person. OP, you are absolutely not the asshole. People. First of all, these people are 19. They're 19 years old and they're having a baby. Like, that's too young. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Like, unless you're like married and gonna be together for the rest of your life, like 19, like, I've said this in a past Am I the Asshole, and I'm going to say it again. Birth control needs to be free. It is in BC as of recently. Thank you so very much. But like condoms need to be free. IUDs in the States, men's birth control, all of it needs to be free. And like, I mean, I don't want to advocate for abortions because I don't think that's a great option at all. Like, I think it's like oh no, this is my last resort. I was sexually assaulted. I don't want this baby option. That's what I think about abortions. I think that if I did get pregnant at, 20 something with a real bad guy and I had an abortion. It was an awful experience in my life, but I don't regret it at all because I'm not tied to this awful human being for the rest of eternity. I can have him slip into the ether with all of my other ex-boyfriends whom I don't speak to. So, aside from that, this 23-year-old girl, like, is pretty much being completely ignored by her brother and her girlfriend, which is one, rude AF. Like, they live in your house. Like, just talk to them. Like, I would not, if I was in my 50s and I had my daughter and my son who's 19 living under my roof, there's no way I would let his girlfriend who's 19 live with us. No. Like, sorry, if you guys want to live together, go, move out, go get a job, see you later, sayonara, go pay the rent somewhere else. Like, and the fact that the parents are like, oh, we could really use my experience. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you could, because they're 19-year-olds and they're going to be shitty parents. Sorry. That's probably not true. Just because they're 19. They might be really great parents, but the grandparents here are looking at this and feeling overwhelmed themselves, and they're like, oh my God, we have a baby nurse right here. Let's use her. And she's like, absolutely not. Nice try. And for that, you are not the asshole. Let's see what other people had to say. Not the asshole. If you want to set some boundaries, I'd look at moving out before the baby arrives and let your doting grandparents take over. Boundaries. You need physical boundaries. OP responded, in the process of that, I just haven't figured out if I'm moving states yet. America. And a couple other issues I have to settle before moving out, but this will probably make me speed up the process and my decisions. Someone else commented back on that. States is good. Several of them are better. I only moved across the state, and sometimes that 300 miles was not far enough. Someone else commented, not the asshole. Your parents are hoping that the role they're pushing you to take doesn't fall upon them. If your brother and his girlfriend wanted your help, they'd ask for it, and they're not entitled to free or discounted professional services from you just because you're family. OP responded to that. Yeah, I realized that once my mom started complaining about how babysitting is going to fall onto her because they won't be able to afford a sitter and how she doesn't want to. Someone else commented back, they're choosing to enable this. They should say no. Someone else commented, not the asshole. Your parents aren't trying to get you to help your brother and his girlfriend. They're trying to lock you into helping them. They see the writing on the walls and they know that they will be primarily responsible for raising this child, and want you all on board to share that burden. If you're 23 and a working nurse, you should have the means to move out. I don't care if you're paying down debt or saving up for your own place, just do it. Sign up to be a travel nurse if you have to. Then your accommodations are usually covered by a stipend. Saying no will not be enough. You need to physically remove yourself from being available to help in order to avoid this. I agree. Well, not the asshole. Let's move along. On to the next one. Do you see what I mean about these like hot takes I have? I feel like I just word vomit out my opinion, and when I'm more well known, people are going to be keyboard trolls. Laura, I can't believe you said this. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay, I saw the word bride, so I clicked. Am I the asshole for being happy the bride-to-be kicked me out of the wedding party for eating dinner? Man. That's an interesting one. I mean, I assume she was being a bridezilla, which is why you were happy about it. So, as my friend Dusty Thunder says, you can't be an asshole for feeling feelings, and that's what this person's asking. But let's just see how this pans out, shall we? I, 26 female, have been friends with the bride-to-be, 23 female, for the last 5 years or so, and her wedding is set for 3 months from now. She asked me to be a bridesmaid, and I was honored. She is the first of my friends to get married, and she has been a rock for me in some tough times and vice versa. She said she wanted all of the girls to be BFFs before the big day. So last month, she organized a hang that she said was me and one other girl who I knew well. I showed up early and I discovered about 12 people were coming. Large groups are not great for me, but I was already there, so I helped set up. Unfortunately, I did not account for the fact that I was called in early to work that day and was asked to stay late. I did not eat all day, so when I was over, I asked if I could eat something. The bride-to-be suggested broccoli that was for when the guests arrived. Having not eaten all day, I said I was going home to eat a meal, and she expressed that I was really letting her down if I did not stay, and that I was letting my anxiety get to me. Despite this, I was really hungry and had already met most of the girls when shopping for the wedding dress and had went to brunch to chat afterwards. All this to say, I left around 6:30. This resulted in a phone call afterwards bringing up old disagreements that we had had in our friendship that she had reevaluated and decided that I had ill intentions. Over the next 3 weeks, she accused me of several awful things. One was that my desire to not get married made it likely that my relationship was going to end at any moment and ruin her big day. Another was that our old friend, who she had a falling out with, had poisoned my mind into being mean to her and spying on her to report back to the old friend. This made me feel like she was doubting my character and also just made me very on edge every time we hung out. Even if I had a fun time, she would call me or message me afterwards and detail something I said that she took the wrong way. I confronted her about this 2 days ago. I said that it was making me a little anxious and detailed what things that she had said to upset me. Despite the high stakes of this conversation, she had had some shots and an edible before the call, and it ultimately felt pointless due to her being drunk and high. She called me today and told me I'm no longer invited to be part of the wedding party because I'm not 100% in her corner. Her words. Am I the asshole for being happy about no longer being included? TLDR. I can't remember what that means. I was supposed to be a bridesmaid for a friend, but I was kicked out for going home to eat instead of attending a hangout. Okay, so a couple things here. One is that the way this bride seems to be speaking to her is there's already other shit. Like, she seems pretty drama, like high drama. And I mean, if the only issue is that this girl was at work all day and needed to eat dinner, and she's like, I gotta go, girl. Like, I need to eat some food. Like, if we're not gonna eat, if that's it, then like, yeah, that's such a silly reason to kick her out of the wedding. I think though that if I was the bride and we had food, like she had broccoli, right? She had other food. I would assume it would be like who just has broccoli? Like, it's probably not made broccoli. It's probably like broccoli and dip or like veggies or hummus or whatever. I would be like, girl, there's snickety snacks, snack away. And if she left still, then I would be upset as the bride. I would be like, girl, there was food here. You could have snickety snacked away and been fine. Like, and also, like, as an adult, she's 26 female, like, eat. She's like, I didn't eat all day and it was 6:30. Why the fuck are you going all day not eating? Like, eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat your food. Like, it's not good for you to just, you're gonna pull a freaking fainty and then there'll be real drama going on. So, all in all, eat your food. If that's really the reason that she gave you shit about it, then you're not the asshole. I have a feeling that this is just really like drama. Like, she has anxiety like OP, and this girl gives her anxiety because she's freaking drama central, which looks to be what it is. And she's just like, I'm good, I'm out, you guys have a good time, catch you on the flip-flop. Let's see what some comments are saying. Yes, listen. This sounds like a rather toxic friendship. In my opinion, you're both better off with you being a guest or not at all at the wedding rather than a part of the wedding party. Clearly, her expectations of you are more than you are able to deal with for whatever reason. Frankly, the comment about being spied on for an ex-friend sounds more junior high than an adult about to embark on a new life. Not the asshole, I'm better off. I agree with that. She's like, you're spying on me for Samantha. Samantha wants to hear everything about my life, and you're just going to go back and tell Samantha. Someone else commented, I really like broccoli both raw and cooked. I can understand serving it to the guests as a part of like a relish tray. I assume that's like a veggie tray with lots of other vegetables and dips, but it doesn't really sound like that was the case. Just putting out a plate of broccoli would be fucking weird and immediately make me think differently about the host. That's epic. I agree. It's like, okay, are we just eating broccoli? Because like, you got some charcuterie going around here. Is that what's going on? So funny. I want to figure out how to like see if they commented on stuff. Okay, go to the user. Okay, OP commented on some of this stuff. Info. Why could you only eat broccoli when there were other vegetables and dishes? She had put the fruit away because everyone else was coming around 8. There was broccoli, celery, and carrots to eat, but that was for everyone once they arrived. Still, if there's 12 people and that's for everyone, like, there should be enough that you can get in like a good snickety snack and not eat all the food. Did you dish about her to your old friend? OP says, no, me and the old friend still hang out every once with other friends, but her and the bride had a bad falling out a couple of months ago, so they're no longer in contact, excuse me. Yeah, people like that who just like have falling outs with people, like that's not really great. It's not like big points to her friendship, you know. Did you intend to go back to the event after you'd gotten something to eat, or did you just completely bail at 6:30? She was like, I offered to come back, but she said that I would be late and I would miss a couple of girls who were just stopping by for a bit. What things was she calling you out on? You say it was things that she took the wrong way and that you attack her for making you anxious, for telling you when you say something bothers her. She said, she called me out on leaving early and I apologized. I should have just stayed until everyone got there and left later to make sure I had talked with everyone before leaving. The other stuff seemed like some things that she had maybe wanted to say for a while. Stuff from months before about my relationship with my boyfriend that she did not approve of. She said because I don't believe in marriage, my relationship could end at any moment and ruin her wedding. She was also upset I'm still in contact with our old friend because she introduced us, so she feels that I should no longer be friends with her either. Yeah, this is just toxic shit. People who are dealing with this kind of toxic shit drama are too immature to be, oh no, my light. Are too immature to be getting married. Let's change this. Oh yeah. See, it makes me look tender. This light. Sorry guys, she greasy. I need a little like powder. I need a little like powder puff. But I was just at work. And she greasy. All right, we're done with that. And OP is not the asshole. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Okay. You've trapped me here, Reddit. You've trapped me here. Reddit! Okay, this one seems interesting, especially as an actor. This is about other actors. Am I the asshole for saying that we should recast the lead in our school play? My immediate response is yes, you should. I mean, yes, you are the asshole for saying that. Like, no one's gonna listen to you. Like, you know, Mr. Smith, who the drama teacher, isn't going to be like, thanks, junior high kid. You're right. I think I did make the wrong decision about casting Jimmy. I will put you in the lead role. Thanks so much. But let's check it out. So I, 16 male, am in a school theater company. And there's this one girl in the theater company, 17 female, who got cast as who got casted. I don't even think that's good grammar. Who got cast as the lead in our play. Anyways, since the beginning of the casting, she has shown no motivation or commitment to this play. She either comes in late, 20 to 30 minutes, or doesn't show up at all. This has gotten me and some of my other classmates and peers frustrated since she is in every single scene. We were supposed to do this play in the last week of February, but now we have to delay the play 2 times. We are 4 months into production and she still isn't memorized, and she's the lead of the play. She won't be here for the entire month of March, so now we keep having to delay the play until either April or May, since that's what works best for her. What freaking high school is this? A theater company. Okay, so it's a theater company. So it's not a high school. A school theater company. So it is a school. Okay. She's shown a lot of disinterest in the play, whether it's the script, the story, the people in it. When we were auditioning, she gave a whole speech and narration about how this was her dream role, how much she loves theater. And then after casting, she told me and some other classmates that it was just a lie so she could get the part. She also said she joined this class so it would look good on her college resume. We've also been noticing her attitude isn't great. She's being cold, not putting in group effort when trying to rehearse or work with us. Anyways, this week when we had our meeting, I asked our director if the lead was here. He said he had no clue, and she didn't say anything. So I brought it up to him that we should recast. Since she's barely memorized and having a lack of commitment, everyone in the class seemed to agree, and we were saying that we should recast her. Then about 15 minutes later, she showed up. The next day, apparently one of her friends told her what the class and I said about wanting to recast her. She is very mad and upset with us. On one hand, I believe she should be recast since she is bringing the team down. On the other hand, I feel bad since I said that in front of the class with her fellow peers so everyone heard it. And I know how that can be to make someone feel bad. You are not the asshole. That was really nice that he wrote, I know how it feels, but it can make someone feel bad. Like, I don't want to make someone feel bad. That's so sweet, because a lot of people don't care about making people feel bad. So that's really nice. It's really nice to do this. Do you know what? That boggles my mind that a teacher, a school, a theater company would change the production based on one person. Like, I have been in 50 productions in various plays, TV, movies, varying degrees of roles, right? Like, I'm the lead, I'm not the lead, I've never done background, but I've always been in the main, like, ensemble, and that would never happen. Like, I've done major TV, like, movies, and, like, theater, where I'm, like, one person in a ensemble cast. That would never happen. Like, they would be like, you're out. You're not memorized? Like, we're up in like a month and you're not memorized? Like, see ya. We're gonna get you recast. Like, I've seen on like notice boards, like for actors stuff, like looking for someone, right? This is why they literally have what is it called? The people who understudy. This is why they literally have understudies for this nonsense. And I mean, it's a school. They're 16 years old. But yeah, get rid of her. Get rid of her. Especially because she said that she just did it to, like, get the part. Like, I care way too much. If you're 16 and you're doing theater, like, you probably do care. And there's probably a million other people who know her lines or could learn her lines really quickly that would do a better job than this person. Let's hear some comments. Not the asshole. Former musical theater kid here. She fought for the lead role and hasn't even come close to stepping up to what's required. If she's not even willing to memorize her lines and show up on time, she doesn't get to tick the box off on her college application that she was the lead in the play. Simple as that. Ain't nobody spreading lies about her. They're spreading truths. And if she's bent about that, too bad. Yeah, I mean, if it was me, I would just, as this guy, I would go right after her and be like, sorry you're pissed, but, like, girl, nothing I said was a lie. Like, you have not been showing up. You're disappointing all of us. Like, what do you want me to say? You want us to just, like, we care about this. We care about the play. We care about all of this, and you don't. So why don't you do us all a favor and just step back? Because we actually care about what's going on here. Someone wrote, I did musicals where if you missed more than one rehearsal, you were out. How the hell has she coasted long enough for them to push back the date twice? Seriously, guys. Someone wrote, where are the teachers, advisors? Why wasn't she dropped ages ago? Someone wrote, set the date, make sure the understudy's ready to go. If she doesn't show for it, let her flop and make a fool of herself. Even if she shows for it, let her flop and make a fool of herself. Not the asshole, let her be mad. It's not like she'll be there for you to see it. Yeah, not the asshole. Done and done. Until the next one, until the next one, until the next one. Alrighty then. How are you? How are you guys? How's life? This one says I'm the asshole for telling my brother about periods. So funny. Don't want to read that. Okay, here's another wedding one. I'm obsessed. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that she can't wear sneakers to my wedding? Ooh, that's a toughie. Depends on how old this person is. Because I think there's a lot of cute flats. Immediately, I'm going to say, no, you're not the asshole. It's your wedding. I, 28 female, am getting married, and I've asked my sister, 25 female, to be a bridesmaid. She's got quite a few sensory issues. Ah, there you go. That started in childhood and doesn't like a variety of fabrics. That's fine. I'm asking my bridesmaid to pick any dress from a certain site in the same color. So she's free to choose whichever one she wants. That's my man. I'll be right back. Welcome back. It's only been about 1 second for you guys, but it's been about 30 minutes for us. I have my beautiful English boyfriend sitting beside me ready to chime in on our next story. He was just telling me about his lovely night with his faja. And I've decided to scrap that last story because it looked lame-o, and we are going to pick this new one. So, am I the asshole for telling my friends they can't stay with me for tomorrow and they have to book a hotel? I automatically want to say no because I hate having people spend the night at my house. Hot take? That's what this is all about. I am currently studying abroad since September. And in November, after I came back from a party while drunk, I called my friends from back home. They were also drunk, and they said that they should come here to visit and that they wanted to come. Never again we talked about it. Man, this is great grammar. Or they'd mention about coming to visit me. I was talking to one of my friends a few days ago, and she just really casually said that she's coming with our other friend to visit me in 2 weeks. Bear in mind that they never asked which dates would work for me, how many days that they could come, and they never told me that they bought a ticket. I received a picture that they had booked a ticket in early November for February, and in all these months, they never said anything. They asked if they could stay, and I said, yeah, but only for a while. And then when they come here, they treat my tiny student accommodation like a free hotel. They didn't bring toiletries, proper clothes. They left the room dirty. They stayed up all night, even though I still needed to go to classes. And this is no vacation time for me. I told them that I'm busy with school and that they book a trip for another city for a few days. I told them that when they come back, I have a pretty late shift and I'll come home exhausted. And also, I'm really currently sick and not feeling well. But I can keep the rest of their stuff and give it to them once I arrive home. To double check today, I texted them to see if they've already found a hotel. And it ended up with me being a shit person. Man, this person's grammar is atrocious. I hope their English is their second language, because or else they're just dumb. During this whole time, they've been ignoring me, doing their own thing, haven't even bought me a drink or candy for appreciation, and have just been rude guests. And I let them stay for free for 3 nights. Now they're saying that I'm the asshole and that they came to visit me, and they thought when they booked their trip that they would stay a whole week with me for free. One of them even had the audacity to tell me to pay them back for the pillows and blankets that they bought for themselves. I think it's selfish that they would assume that they could just come here for free, not contribute to anything, while being rude guests while I have to pay for my rent and accommodation. Also, their flight leaves early, so that means that they would have to wake me up really early, which would really bother me, and I actually have a lot of school to do the next day. Am I the asshole? I'm so glad that this person is studying and going to school because they need it. They are not the asshole. I cannot imagine, this person is obviously in college. I cannot imagine at college age, not checking in with your friend and being like, hey, yo, thinking about seeing you in February. How does this work? How does this date work? Especially if people have like tests and spring break and all of this stuff. Like, what if it doesn't work? Like, she doesn't explain if she has a roommates or anything else, but they just roll in, don't bring anything, don't contribute to anything, don't take her out for dinner. Man, we would be friends off so freaking fast. I barely want people to stay here. I'm like, hey, I got an air mattress that's uncomfortable as fuck. Are you sure you don't want to book a hotel? No, thank you. Not the asshole. Let's see what the commenters have to say. Top comment. None of these people are ever your friends. Friends talk to one another, converse, make plans. These people did the opposite. They made plans and didn't tell you. Not the asshole. The sooner they're gone, the better off you are. Someone else said, not the asshole. You do not need to accommodate these rude users. Tell them that your place has no vacancy and you're not putting yourself out and cleaning up after their ungrateful asses again. Next comment. Not the asshole. You got played. Ditch these folks, block their numbers, and cultivate better friends. 100%. My girlfriend is coming in April. It is February. She's like, hey, I'm coming in April. These are the times we're coming. I'm coming for a work conference. I can do this day. I can do this day. Let me know. I'll work stuff around. Like, I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you alone. I'd love to see you with, we'll do a double date with Ian. And she's like, I can make magic work. And it took like 5 minutes of us figuring out 2 different dates while Tetrising our time. And we're so excited. We now have this time together. And another one of our best friends was like, hey, can I come stay with you for 2 weeks? And I was like, no. I love you, but absolutely not. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 2 cats. Catch you later. Click. Babe, what do you think?
I was not listening.
He was not listening. Our peanut gallery is sitting eating peanuts, so we can't confer. I lied, guys. We're going to do one more.
I'm going to kill this cat.
Don't kill the cat. Okay, we're going to look up Bridezillas. Oh, no. The light went off.
Do you know?
There we go. Okay, we're going to Google. We're going to look up Bridezillas because those are always really fun. Let me see if there's a Bridezilla. Am I the asshole? Like, cross. What's that called when they do that?
Crossover.
Yeah, crossover. Oh, yeah. Am I the asshole? Bachelorette drama. 7 days ago is exactly what I wanted. Oh my God, this is long. Whew. Guys, this is so long. No, we're bailing. We're bailing. It's too long. It's like 7 paragraphs. All right. Am I the asshole for asking my cousin to move the date of his second wedding?
Yes.
I'm going to say yes immediately because why would you ever ask someone to move the date of their wedding? But let's see. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's pull a Jurassic Park and dust away the years of rubble that has come underneath with the words that will make us decide. Stop staring at me. My boyfriend's staring at me. Okay, moving on. My 29 female cousin, Frankie, 33 male, and his wife, Nora, 32 female, have been married almost 15 years. They got married a couple of weeks after Nora's 18th birthday. Last weekend, they announced to the family at a get-together that they were having a second wedding in September, as they were now in a position where they could afford to finally celebrate their marriage with friends and family the way that they had wanted to. When they married originally, it was just the 2 of them and 2 friends at the courthouse, but Nora had always wanted the big fancy white wedding. Now, usually this wouldn't be a problem. I'm happy for Frankie and Nora and excited to attend their wedding. However, the date they've picked is the day before my wedding. Ooh, brutal. My fiance, 29 male, and I have been together for 9 years and have been planning our wedding for the last 3 years. We have had our date and venue booked for 2 years. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's been booked for 2 years and they booked it the day before. They are trying to steal your thunder. Our save the dates only went out last month. When they announced their date, I asked Nora privately if they were joking with the date that they had picked. Nora looked at me really confused until I pointed out that they were having their wedding the day before my wedding. Nora told me that the date they'd chosen was the date that they'd met in high school and it was an important date to them. Later on, Frankie asked me why I wasn't happy for them, and I told him that it was very rude of them to have their second wedding the day before mine. I told him that he essentially ruined my wedding because no one is going to attend 2 weddings in a row on a weekend, especially not our elderly grandparents. Frankie apologized and said that he didn't know our wedding date when they booked it. He told me that they weren't going to move their date, and he had the gall to suggest that I move my wedding if it mattered that much to me. I snapped and I told him that it was tacky to have a redo wedding because they decided to get married on a whim at 18 with barely a penny between them. Oh, shots fired. Frankie got mad at me. He and Nora left shortly after. No wonder. That night, Frankie and my aunt, his mom, obviously, sent me an angry message telling me that I know why they got married so young. Nora came from an abusive household. She was essentially the punching bag for her brother, and her mother let the abuse continue. They married because Nora and Frankie saw it as her only way out. My aunt and Frankie have since told the other family members, who are mostly mad that I suggested Frankie move his second wedding. Some think that given he's already married, then he should move it. Am I the asshole for asking my cousin to move the date of his wedding? Edit. My save the date didn't go out until last month. However, my family has been aware since the entire time since we booked it for 2 years. We've got a family group chat that Frankie is in, and I posted it there. Juicy. This is juicy. All right. I think that this person is definitely not the asshole. I think that was so brave. It's not like it was their original wedding date. Like, I could understand if you're doing a redo wedding, do it on the same day. Like, because then you don't have, like, if you've been they've been together for 15 years. They've been celebrating their wedding for 15 years on one day, and then they're just going to change it and have a new wedding anniversary for the rest of eternity on a different day. And then, like, they're pretty close. They're cousins. They're close in age. Like, she's 29 female and the cousin's 33 male. They grew up together. Like, me and my cousins are all really close. I would be pretty heartbroken if one of my cousins missed my wedding, let alone planned his the day before. And also, it's not like the day after. Like, if you chose the day after, it's almost like, okay, well, I get the first one. But it's not. They get the first one. And they're right. People aren't going to attend 2 weddings in the same weekend. I mean, I would, because party hardy, cake all day, every day. But, like, a lot of people won't. Oh, that's really too bad. You are definitely, definitely not the asshole. That is my verdict. Let's see what the peanut gallery has to say. Top comment, ignore him. Plan your wedding. Ignore your cousin. That's a shit top comment. That is one of the worst top comments I've ever seen. No juice, no fire, no immediate Reddit retract, shots thrown. Someone wrote, Frankie and Nora are trash. I would not be surprised that they picked that date to get the lion's share of the gifts. Who thinks that way? They've been married for 15 years. What a weird comment, content great grandma. This person's name is Content Great Grandma. That's funny. Why would you think? I would never think that they picked the day before your wedding so that they get the lion's share of the gifts. So weird. Because I would buy completely different gifts for, like, someone who's already been married for 15 years, and then, like, someone who's just getting married now. They're getting different gifts. Like, I'm assuming for the, like, 15-year wedding, they're not registered somewhere. They might not even be asking for gifts, or, like, maybe, like, that's a really interesting take, because I would feel kind of tacky if I was asking for gifts after you spent 15 years together. Maybe, like, a contribution to a honeymoon if they never got to do that. That might be okay. But for, like, the newlyweds, like, they're registered. They're going on a honeymoon. They're getting gifts. So the rest of this comment from Content Great Grandma. Your save the date announcements went out with an 8-month window. They are deliberately trying to sabotage your big day. I would send a follow-up email to all involved that you have been working on your nuptials for 3 years, and they would be aware of this, but are still trying to steal your thunder. Please contact all who are near and dear to you and ask them to attend as their absence would be felt. Your real wedding trumps their phony wedding. I agree. Although I think this is funny, because I said steal your thunder. This great grandma saying steal your thunder. Is steal your thunder from Friends? Is that the OG? Is that where it's from?
That's the first one I heard.
I feel like steal your thunder is, like, from Friends, which I love that it is now in culture, like, in the world as that. Someone else commented, I don't get the whole second wedding thing. Are they expecting people to bring gifts and stuff? Or is this going to be more of a trend? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the wedding industry is pushing it. Neither would I. So everyone is in agreement. This person is not the asshole. I wish there was an update so I could see what happened, because this was 9 days ago. I would like an update. I would like an update, please. I don't have one. All right, guys. Well, that is all for us today. Thank you for joining me for this hour-long Laura ramble, her hot takes, on and on and on. And stay tuned for our trip to Vegas. Much love. Be well. Oh, like and subscribe. Bye.